Not yet.
Okay, maybe it did. Okay, I think we're live now.
That's an instant. Ooh. I got the notification.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I don't know who's here yet. I have to pull this up.
Yeah, same.
Oh, so Peggy's here.
Oh gosh, I'm loud.
Hi, everybody.
Whoa!
Oh, sorry, that was me. That was an unnecessary noise on my part.
That was like a cat noise or something.
You know how it is.
Yeah, there's Peggy. There's SM's. By the way, SM Bish. Am I saying it right? I see you sometimes, and I'm like going, don't know how to say Bish or Bish. Oh, look at all the people. Hello, everybody.
Is it uncool for me to like our own live stream? Because that's
no, because I'm doing.
I always like it too.
Bam! I just liked it.
Oh, look at everyone talking.
Everybody, yay! Everyone's
Pika,
like,
Pika.
so far.
This is fun. We should just dress up for every live stream.
Right.
We could do like book characters one time or something.
That would be really fun.
Mm-hmm. Although Mandy's got it covered because she just has like school robes from Hogwarts.
Maybe next time I'll get curly hair like Hermione.
You said, oh gosh, is it Shanae? Shani? SM Bish, is it Shani? And am I saying it right? I hope I am. I'm sorry. Oh, how do you set the chat box to live? I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't know either, but I just changed it. You'll see there's a little drop down thing at the top. I set it to live chat, but it looks the same as top chat.
Okay. I said live chat. Does that look good?
It should be the live chat.
Okay. Thank you for pointing that out because I've been wondering like what all you have to do for that.
It's pronounced Shawnee? Shawnee?
Shawnee.
Shawnee. Well, that's
if you could choose your favorite Pokemon. I would say that you could choose one of my favorite Pokemon, but I really like the fire Pokemon like Ponyta, Rapidash. What else?
I don't know many Pokemon
You don't know
names.
many Pokemon?
Say what?
I said you don't know of Pokemon? You never played it?
No. I watched the show whenever I was growing up. I never got into Pokemon Go or anything like that. Like whenever that was like crazy.
Oh.
That was insane. I mean, I feel like that was worldwide.
I could never find Pokemon. It made me mad.
I have them all around me. Like where I live, there's a church near here, and the church was a Pokestop. So I would just like walk out my door to the Pokestop and like get it, like all the items and stuff. And people, when Pokemon Go is really popular, that church is usually like nobody's usually there. That church was full. Like there were so many people there when Pokemon Go was really big.
Oh my god, that's too funny. I just got into it when we were on vacation in Vermont, and I like tried to catch so many Pokemon because I'm like, oh, we're on vacation, so I'll be walking around a lot. I think I caught like maybe 2.
That's it?
Yeah, I had a hard time to sit.
Kate Zapdos is awesome. Absolutely. From the Nintendo 64 games. I loved that one. I used to play that one with my grandma all the time. What is the name of the fire one though? Because it's Zapdos, Articuno, and then what is that legendary fire bird? I can't remember. If anybody knows.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
I can't remember the name though.
I never knew any of the names, so I was never good with that.
Oh gosh, I used to make my mom take me to like the Pokemon movies in theaters.
Oh, I did see the Pokemon movie in theaters. I don't remember what all happened, but there was that one like alien looking Pokemon.
Like
you know what I mean? It looked like
Oh,
Mewtwo?
it was Mew! I just that just like went totally like over my head, and now I just realized that.
Oh, thank you guys. It is Moltres. Okay. I knew that it had something to do with like fire, of course, but I couldn't remember it.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite was always Squirtle.
Squirtle's cool.
I thought
he's pretty powerful if you get him at the beginning. He or she is.
Patrick, no one's too old for Pokemon.
Look at all these Pokemon names. They're all foreign to me.
Charizard. I love Charizard. But when I was playing, I used to play it on my like original Game Boy, Charmeleon, I think is how you pronounce it. He would always like disobey in battle. It'd be like, Charmeleon's ignoring you, and then I wouldn't be able to attack. Does anybody remember that from the games? Like they were like awesome, but they were stubborn.
So is it pronounced Charizard? It's not pronounced Charizard?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I just say Charizard.
Well, I saw the I in there, and I never knew there was an I. I just thought it was Charizard. I didn't know it was Charizard.
Yeah, Charizard.
Okay, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting knowledge.
Yeah, you're learning so many Pokemon names. It's great.
Oh.
Right.
Brooke, it's your job to direct us.
I know. I'm getting nervous because this computer, I complain about it every time I have this computer on here where it's just like insanely slow and horrible. So I'm like going, is it lagging or is it fine? I don't know. But anyway, I think we are good to go. I feel like we've got a lot of people who are wanting to be here. Hey, Bethany! We got a lot of people who are wanting to be here, who are here. And so I guess let's go ahead and just real quick start introductions for everybody, and then we'll dive into some writing sprints. If you all don't know who I am, my name is Brooke Passmore, and this is my channel, bytheBrooke. And I am Minnie Mouse, if you could not tell. You probably could, but you know, you never know. But so I'm Minnie Mouse for this Halloween time here, and we normally give a fun fact about ourselves whenever we are doing our live streams here. And what is a fun fact about me? I did not even think of this until just this moment. I didn't watch Pokemon growing up, but I was really into Recess, and I was really into Rugrats.
Oh, gosh.
What else? Oh, the other day, I saw this random, like, old, not an old video, but I saw a video on YouTube where it was talking about, like, old Nickelodeon shows. Does anyone remember Rocket Power? That was, like, the coolest show ever.
I love that show.
Yeah. And so I guess that's a fun fact of mine, that I like old shows like that. And I don't know. I couldn't think of a fun fact that just hit my mind all at once. So anyway, when do you guys want to go?
I'll go.
All right, Natalia, you go.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Natalia Lee. For anybody that doesn't know, I'm obviously Pikachu tonight, as we've been discussing. Let's see. So recently, my third novel, Song of the Dryad, was released. That came out on October 20th. So that's been incredibly exciting. I received a lot of support and love from people, so that's been amazing. And a random fact, since we've been talking about like video games and stuff, I bought Red Dead Redemption 2 today.
Ooh, that looks cool.
Oh my gosh, so good. So I played all the way through the original Red Dead Redemption. Absolutely loved it. So I got number 2 today. I started playing it like 2 hours before this live stream, so I had to set an alarm on my phone to go get ready because I knew like that game is so addictive. So that is that's my random fact. I'm going to be doing NaNoWriMo and playing Red Dead Redemption 2 in November. That's the plan.
Nice. That does look really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Mandy, you want to go now?
Okay. My name is Mandy Lynn, but today I'm a Hogwarts student. This is my third time this month wearing this robe. And the first time was for a Harry Potter bar crawl, which was amazing. The second time was for a Halloween party where I also got a tattoo at like 1:30. Exciting stuff. And the third time is tonight. And this isn't even my Halloween costume. I've gotten so much use out of this robe.
What's your actual Halloween costume?
It's like I got a, what's it called? A steampunk costume. So it's like a dress, and then I have like gears I'm going to glue to my face.
Oh, that's sweet.
That'll be awesome.
I have a cool little hat. I can't wait. So that Halloween party is actually going to be Saturday, which is 2 days after Halloween. But hey, judgment free.
Well, that's awesome. Well, yeah, did anyone else dress up for our write-in tonight? I know that we might have had some people dressing up, not too sure. And if you did, be sure to try and maybe tag one of us so that way we can try, or if you're posting this on social media, try and tag one of us or use the hashtag #AuthorToBriden so we can see what you got. Maybe we can even look up right now on our phones. Maybe we could look up on our phones now here in just a little bit to see who all's dressed up as what. If you did dress up, I have no idea if you all did or not, but Yeah. So, but if you guys aren't dressed up tonight, has anyone been dressing up for Halloween over this Halloween weekend or not? Or are you dressing up tomorrow?
I see someone dressed up. It's author Annie McTavish. Are you here, Annie? But I think, she looks like a vampire of some sorts, or some sort of like wickedness here.
Wickedness.
Annie, I'm sorry if this is.
Oh, that's awesome. That's fantastic.
Bet you didn't think you were getting a shout out.
Oh, I see you, girl. That's cool.
Let's see. Is there anyone on Twitter who's dressed up today?
Hi, Jesse. Oh, Ann is here. Ann McTavish is here.
She's here.
Really loving the outfit, girl.
Let's see. Is anyone else dressing up so far?
It's difficult to type with a Freddy Krueger glass. That's the best thing ever for a write-in. That's so funny. And I also saw that Peggy has come as Supermom. I like that.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, very nice.
I bet that costume's hard to take off, though, sometimes.
And then JJ Otis is I'm tired, Mom.
Yeah. Exhausted mom. Man, lots of moms this year for Halloween.
Australia doesn't celebrate Halloween? That's sad.
That's so weird. I never knew that. Interesting.
Well, so I wish Australia celebrated Halloween more. No one dresses up where I am.
It's late. I can't an amount of time.
Tori, what time is it there in Australia? Because I know the time difference is pretty crazy, right?
Jesse's a cat mom.
I'm one of those
That's
too.
not a surprise.
Well, Emily said, nope, we don't do Halloween.
Oh, that's so sad. I think
it's so weird. So do you Australians like live through like other people's Halloween cultures and stuff from dressing up? I'm very intrigued by this. This is interesting.
I'm sorry. All I can hear sometimes.
I know. I can hear my spoon echoing through your speakers right now.
My headband's already hurting me a little bit.
It's gonna be a long write-in.
I know. I was just like, oh man, I hope I don't like. Oh no, my hair. Oh, look at it. It's bad.
So what is everybody working on tonight?
Yeah, are you guys working on prepping for your NaNoWriMo project, or are you actually writing tonight, or what you all up to?
I'm prepping for Nano.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was going to ask you, what are you doing?
I was about to say I'm actually writing, and I'm excited. I'm wanting to try and write faster because I normally am slower at writing sprints. But I actually did a vlog this weekend where I was trying to up my writing sprint game of where I'm trying to write faster because I want to try and be having more quantity versus quality for NaNoWriMo. So I'm trying to work tonight on my book, but also trying to write faster. So we'll see how it all goes.
Are you working on your same book, or are you starting something new for Nano?
I'm a NaNoWriMo rebel. I am working on my same book this year for NaNoWriMo. And so hopefully it all is finished by the end of the month. Hopefully.
I've only once done a NaNoWriMo novel where I actually started the novel during NaNoWriMo, and I didn't win that year anyway, so it didn't really matter.
Man, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say I've never won.
Yeah,
I've never won Nano at all.
Show off.
What's that?
I was just saying that you're like the only one who has won Nano. I was like, and here you are probably going like, oh yeah, I won. I'm totally kidding.
Yeah, I've won it. I think I've won it 2 or 3 times. I want to say.
Oh man, that's so cool.
Maybe? Yeah. I mean, for me, like what always helped was Thanksgiving break, because this will be my first time doing a full nano, not being like at university. So when I was, you know, studying and everything, when I would get Thanksgiving break, I would be off and I would just stay home by myself and I would like write the entire Thanksgiving break. So that always saved me. So we'll see how it's going to go this year. Hopefully well.
Wow, that's really cool. Yeah, for Thanksgiving is probably going to be the hardest for me for writing because it is very family focused and very much Black Friday shopping focused. So I like to do all that. So that'll be interesting to see how I'm going to work around my word counts and stuff for then. But yeah, I feel like we're probably good to get started writing tonight. How about you guys? Do you feel like we're probably good to kind of be done with intros and talking and stuff?
I'm ready.
All right, so I do have a word of the day before we get started with our writing sprints. And so I thought I could do a word that's somewhat Halloween related. So the word of the day that I have, oh, and by the way, if you all don't know what word of the day is, we just try and use a certain word, which is our word of the day. We try and use that word in our writing as much as we can, or to just try and use it at least once during this live stream here. And so word of the day is eerie.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Thought that would be a good one. And maybe you can squeeze it into your novel there. Or if you're outlining, then that'll be harder. But oh well, if you're writing, then cool. Try and see what you can do with that. But yeah, Natalia, did you want to put in any music for whenever we're writing and stuff?
Absolutely. I can play some fairy music for you guys.
Yeah, that's always a crowd favorite.
Yes, I can do that. Let me get it pulled up here.
Okay, cool.
Should I play my like regular fairy music, or do you guys want like, I know what I'm going to play. I think I'm going to go for like a darker, like,
I was literally about to say, you should go maybe a little bit darker themed fairy stuff.
Sounds good. And if anything, like any like crazy, because there's some like witchy stuff I listen to, and every so often they go into like opera. If that comes on, I'll probably skip that part and then go back to like the instrumental stuff.
Oh, my ears.
Right.
Why did I think this through? Oh.
All right, we're going to choose. Which one are we going to choose?
That's why I'm in a robe, because I feel like I'm just in my PJs. And Natalia, you're probably thinking the same because you're in like a onesie, it looks like.
I'm so comfortable. Well, it's like a zip-up hoodie, but then I'm just wearing some sweatpants, so I'm very comfortable. All right.
Super, super comfy. You all could roll into bed after this here.
Right, except for my face. I have to wash all this junk off.
Okay, Kim. Yeah, Kim thinks she agrees that the darker type of mood music works for her.
Sweet. Okay, so I'm trying to find some darker music that doesn't have random ads every 5 minutes, because then I'm going to have to quickly jump over and pause it so that it's not doing that.
Okay,
you guys can get started while I'm doing this.
Okay, great. I was about to say, should we vote on how long we're going to go this time? Should we start off with 10 or 15? I kind of am feeling 15, but I want to see what you all think of how we should get started here. What do you two think? 15 or 10?
I like 15-minute sprints.
Yeah, let's do 15.
Okay. So we're all thinking 15. It's probably going to be 15 unless like the very big majority is probably saying different. But I haven't seen anything come in. I don't know if that's just my computer though.
Ryan said metal fairy music. Is that a thing?
Metal fairy music? I've never heard metal fairy music, but if you find it, please send it to me.
That's funny.
Looks like everyone's saying 15 so far.
Alrighty. Great minds think alike. I'm loving it. Okay. So let me go ahead and get my phone ready here for the timer, that is. And guys, I'm sorry if I'm being really sluggish with hosting. It's been a long time since I've hosted, probably since like July, or I think July. So I'm just kind of like going, oh my gosh, it's been so long.
That moment of, I'm actually supposed to be in charge.
I know. I was just like, oh yeah, I should probably be like chiming in a lot more on certain things rather than like reading the comments over and over. So anyway, so I'm going to set it for 15 minutes. And And Natalia's got her music going. So are you all ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so I'm starting the time now.
There's that opera I told you about.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool in a creepy way.
I like it.
I think I'm going to leave it. I'll just let it play through.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I like that. So yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
What do you mean?
I pushed start and I looked at the time and it never started.
Oh
I'm
God.
right now.
Should we end our first sprint?
I don't know. I was just kind of like, I wonder how much time you have left. And it never started. I guess I pushed start like this, facing the camera maybe. And I didn't bother to check if it was going because I like put my phone down on the table. So I don't know when we started this, but I don't know if we should end it either.
Oh, might as well end it. Everyone's talking. Yeah.
Of course, that is me who does something stupid like that. I was just kind of like going, huh, I don't see it going.
It must be that the ears are like cutting off circulation or something.
I swear, didn't you guys see me push it? I pushed this thing. Whatever. Jeez Louise. Oh, man. Anyway, sorry, guys, if that was not the full 15 minutes. I have no idea how long that was because I didn't even see the clock of what time we started on. So
It wasn't that long, I don't think, but
I can't believe I did that.
did anyone like write? If you wrote, how many words did you get? I didn't do
Brandon feels like it's been 15, so maybe I stopped it at a good time.
Oh, I can probably tell on the music.
Ooh, yeah, check that.
It had been 13 minutes.
Okay, so that's not too bad. That's fine.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will take it. I'm glad it went over 10, so that's fine. What did Bethany say? Hold on. I want some of Bethany's cookies. Her cookies are really good.
Ooh, yes, I would like that transported through the screen.
Okay, I'm taking off the ears real quick. It hurts. It
Now
hurts.
you're just like a cat or something.
Maybe I am. I don't know.
Oh, I thought of something random. So, when I was at the tattoo party wearing my robe, Phil's sister was getting her tattoo, and so she was a deer, so she took her antlers off, and I put them on, and I was like, I'm a Patronus.
Oh, that's good.
That's
I
funny.
was like, this is so perfect.
I love that. What is your guys' Patronus? Do you all know? I feel like the Harry Potter quiz of the Patronus thing, I like it, but then I don't, because I feel like it's probably not like a true Patronus, if that makes sense. I don't know. You know what I mean?
I don't remember what my Patronus was. It was not a deer.
Yeah, I can't remember mine either. I know I took the test, but I don't know what it is.
I think mine was a Jack Russell.
Really?
I think so.
You know, I can kind of see that.
What, being really chipper and stuff all the time? Forgetting to turn on timers? I can't believe I did that.
Screaming in the middle of the night?
Yeah.
I'm going to hold that against you forever.
That is like one of like the funniest things that I've ever done, and it was just so humiliating. If anyone doesn't know, whenever Mandy and I were on the AuthorTube retreat, the Minneapolis one, it was like Mandy and I, we were bunking together in the same bed. At like 3 a.m, I wake up and Mandy's like, she kind of moved in her bed, or my bed too. And I started to freak out because I normally sleep alone. And in my head, I was at home and someone was in bed with me. So I freaked out and I turn on the light. I look at Mandy, even though I see it's Mandy, I like scream like really loud. And I'm so thankful that Mandy found it funny and not like horrifying that I had done that.
It was just so funny because it was the last night too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Luckily, it was the last and not the first night. I would have been really embarrassed if that was the first night.
God, this is going to happen every night now.
It's like, expect the worst at nighttime with Brooke.
Now I'm curious. I feel like
But no, anyway, but how did you all do? I don't know if we really talked about that because I just was talking about me not hitting the timer.
I did pretty well. I am reading up on the Great Depression. I'm trying to do my research on it. Yes.
Oh, I know why. I get you.
Yeah. Yeah, you know why. So I'm learning lots of things.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no. I was just asking what you'd said.
Oh, I was just going to say, I really think doing historical research for your books is like the best fun ever to do. It's just so interesting. And it's hard to kind of stop yourself from doing research sometimes because it's like going, I never knew this. I may not use this for my novel at all, but I really am liking what I'm learning type of thing. It's just really interesting.
Yeah, I find it really difficult actually because I enjoy it and I enjoy like learning about history, but I always feel like, what if I don't portray this accurately? Like, what if I miss something and somebody that's like, you know, a scholar on the Great Depression sees it and has a problem with it, you know? And it's like, I can't be too like limiting and too stressed out about it, but it does kind of like I wish I could just create all of my own fantasy worlds, which maybe in the future I will, but for this one, I do have to do some research.
I know when I was writing I Am Mercy, because it was like so far back, I had a hard time researching it because there really isn't like a whole lot of documentation in that time period except for the Black Plague stuff. But I was like, what the heck did people eat? What did they eat out of? What was it called? Like, it was a whole different set of like words.
Mm-hmm.
Like, instead of like calling their home a hut, it was called like a crook house. And I'm like,
that is so hard to research for.
Yeah, I was like, how do I put this in the book and make it sound like common language when people probably don't even know what it is?
Make it sound like common language to them, but to make it to where it still makes sense for the readers. That's hard.
Yeah, so that was the biggest struggle. And also like the fact that it takes place in France, but everyone's speaking English. So I was like, oh, should I put a little French in there? And I ultimately was like, yeah, no.
But no, I always like research, but yeah, that is a definite worry of mine of where people who are like scholars on the thing that you're researching about, if they like for some reason found something and then they like somehow you were to see like them comment something about how you had gotten a fact check wrong or something like that. I don't know. That's a worry for me too, because I mean, even though you research about something, you can't know every single thing that you are researching for. So it's hard.
That's when I point out the fact that it's a fiction book.
Right.
Right, because there are historical books out there where even though lots of the stuff that they're writing about is based off of history, it's still like they kind of will twist it in a way that will still kind of work with what their story is and what they're writing.
Hi, Megan. I see so many familiar faces in this.
Hi, Megan.
Hi. It's so fun, this chat. I feel like we've got lots of old timers for our Arthur Tube write-in, but then some faces I hadn't seen really on here before, so it's really fun.
I like seeing all the familiar faces. It makes my heart happy.
Yeah, agreed. Well, Brooke, what were you working on?
Did you say me? I was talking, sorry.
Yeah, what were you working on?
I'm sorry, it's hard to talk sometimes over you guys. I'm still working on my paranormal book that's set in 1920s New Orleans. So speaking of the research that we were talking about, I have to do that a lot here after the first draft is done. What do you guys think? Okay, so do you guys, like, if anyone is having to research something for your book, do you think for yourself that you are wanting to research stuff after the first draft, during the first draft, or like way after several drafts is done, so that way you can at least get the story out and down and stuff? Like, that's something that is kind of interesting. It's like, where do you like start to put in the research that you are learning into your story, or do you want to just write the story out first? It's just kind of like, which one do you want to do?
I always do it first. It's like my very first thing. And I think it's because I'm such a plotter that for me, it's like I can't write the story unless I have the research.
Right.
I found that when I was writing I Am Mercy, I did almost as much as I could, because of course when you write, you figure out stuff you forgot to look up. But like I was like hardcore reading all these books and watching all these documentaries and all that. And I really didn't do that when I was actually writing, because then I found I got distracted, because I would get distracted by certain elements that I just thought were cool that weren't necessarily pertinent to the story.
Right. Yeah, that's the problem with researching while you're writing. I do that, but it is to where you'll not write because you're wanting to make sure that you're getting your stuff correct. So it's hard to try and like find that good balance of trying to do what you're trying to learn for. Becca says she does it first too.
I wonder if there's anyone that does it during or even after. I don't know how you would write it without doing any research first, though.
I know that'd be really hard, and that would probably cause lots of rewrites too if you didn't have anything going in too. So
that could cause a lot of stress later on.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what if you were just like, this could not happen at all, and I should have realized this before going into this plot point or something. So, but anyway, so. Did we want to go ahead and get into another writing sprint? I promise I will hit start on the timer. Okay, so did anyone see me push my start? Oh, by the way, do you guys like my background? It's Disney.
Oh, it's Disney.
Halloween. Cool. I'm so happy. So did anyone see me push start like as I was like facing the screen? I feel like that's what had happened. I pushed start facing the screen and I put it face down because I don't want notifications to be popping up and distracting me. So I think that's what happened. So anyway, I won't have that happen next time. So do you all want to do maybe a 20-minute writing sprint this time? I know last time it was 13, but we can do for 20 now.
Yeah, let's go for 20. That sounds good to me.
Okay.
That sounds daring.
Say what?
I said it sounds daring.
Right, it does.
Let's do 20. And then Peyton, oh, you're too much. She says I'm amazing.
You are, Brooke. You are amazing.
Oh, stop it, you guys. Oh my gosh. No. But, okay, so yeah, everyone's looking like they are saying 20 is good for them, so that's awesome. So did we want to still keep with Talia's kind of fairy dark music she's got going on? I liked it personally.
I was enjoying it too. I love that stuff.
Yeah, that was fun. Even like the whole stuff, I was just kind of like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I like that stuff. I just didn't know if other people would like it. So if you guys are fine with that, I'll just keep it going.
I like it. I vote yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I felt like it was a good mix of normal type of fairy music, but then adding in more of that type of opera-y stuff.
Okay, good. I'll play it some more then.
Okay, so I am setting it to 20, and I'm going to show you guys, and I'm going to like confirm that I hit 20 minutes on here. I'm gonna do 20 minutes and 5 seconds, so that way I'm confirming on here. With
Okay.
5 minutes, or 5 seconds here. Okay, you guys ready? I'm gonna hit start. Now it's going, so we are on it. 20 minutes, y'all.
Where'd it go? I don't want it.
You guys hear that?
Heard it.
We're done.
It went off.
It
That
went
felt fast.
Yeah, that was a quick 20 minutes, I thought.
It was.
How did everyone do?
I had cheese thrown at me.
Yeah, what was up with that?
Phil came in to the kitchen for a snack. Chose cheese as the snack of choice. And chose to throw it at me, so I threw it back, and it went back and forth for a little bit. Then the cat got involved, and
She's like, ooh, cheese, I can pot.
well, it felt. I have like a trash can next to me. I don't know why, because it's empty. No one uses it. It just ended up there. I don't even think it's ours. But it fell in the trash can. So then Moon was looking in the trash can, and he didn't realize it. But I was also looking at the trash can, and I moved it, and he freaked out. So
That was entertaining, though, to watch you guys. I was like, what is going on over there right now? So lots of people are looking like that they've got a pretty good amount of time in there.
ooh, Gabby.
Alexandra, I'm glad you're having fun, girl. Sorry, go ahead, Mandy. What?
Gabby said she just finished her outline for her novel.
Oh, really? Oh, there. Yeah, I see it now, Gabby. That's awesome. Good job, girl. I'm calling everyone girl, apparently.
Alexandra wants cheese. Come and get it. Unfortunately, I'm not near the trash can to throw this piece of cheese away, so I'm gonna hold on to it.
Is it Tay Buggy? Is that how you say it? That's a good idea to use cue cards and stuff for your outlining. Does anyone else use cue cards? A lot of outliners do.
I used sticky notes at one point. Like I had a big poster board, and I would put the sticky notes, and each sticky note was a scene. Color coded it and everything. Did not help.
Yeah, I used to do that too. Now I just use I use Scrivener to outline my stuff. And I will be doing a video on that eventually because I was asked about how I actually set up a Scrivener document for an outline. So I'll show everybody eventually, but that's what I'm working on. And I got this awesome book today.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Oh, it's really helpful so far. Like, so what I did was I went through like the section on like choosing a hero for your story. And now I'm going through each of the 15 beats and like breaking it down.
I was about to ask, are the beats the same or are they somewhat different or like altered somehow with this? Because it is for novels and not screenplays.
You know, I never read the original one. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. But there are 15 in here. So I don't know if there were also 15 in the other one or what.
I want to say there's 15. Bethany, if you're still here, you just did a video about this. I think there's 15.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. But it's amazing so far.
That's good.
Very helpful, yeah.
I've only heard amazing things about that book so far. And I got it in a few days ago as well. So I can't wait to dive in.
Yeah.
Now, it's best, like, if you have a novel idea and you read it as you're working on your novel idea, or you think the order matters? Because I don't have a novel idea right now. So I don't know whether or not to wait to read it until I have an idea. So, yeah.
Wait, are you doing nano?
I am, but for a nonfiction.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
I'm a nano rebel as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with being rebellious.
Yeah.
There are a lot of you rebels this year.
I never have.
Alex from Patchwork Nerd, she's a rebel too.
Oh, what's she doing? Is she just working on what?
From market to market.
Yeah.
I'm loving all the scary stuff that people like to write. I'm all about the scary stuff.
Peggy said she's using the book to rewrite her or rework her third draft. So that's interesting.
I think that book was such a smart idea to do because there was such an audience for people who were using that book for novels and not screenwriting. And that had been used so much and had been said over and over. I love this book. This helps me out so much for my book that can also be used for novels. And so she found a way to kind of rework ideas for screenplays, but making it into where it's accessible for authors rather than screenwriters. So I love that idea.
And everyone loves it too. It's weird. I've never, like, there's never been like a writing book that everyone is so consistently behind. Like, everyone has their favorites, but everyone seems to really like this one. So I'm kind of curious because right now my favorite is On Writing by Stephen King. But that also has to do with the fact that I really like memoirs. So the fact that it's a craft book with a memoir story is why.
I do like how he added both kind of his own little bio while also putting it into his writing words and advice and everything.
Right. Yeah. So I'll have to see which one I like more now.
For some reason, I could just see the Pikachu ears more so now. It was cute.
I have to like really tip my head over for you guys to see Pikachu's whole face.
I meant to comment, by the way, I like your little circles on your cheek that you did.
Thank you. They're not like red like they're supposed to be, but I don't have any red makeup, so this is what I had to go with. Like a lightly glowing cheek.
Yeah, it was weird to put on this red lipstick because I don't wear this lipstick unless it's like a particular outfit where I think it pops well, but I just am not a red person. So I was just like, okay, I'm putting this on. And in real life, I feel like it's a lot bolder than, I mean, this is bold on here, but in real life, it's like, bam. And I just feel like I'm too over the top with my lips.
No, it looks great. It looks really, really nice, especially with all the red you have going on.
Yeah, I figured that was kind of fitting. So, but yeah, sorry, go ahead, Mandy.
Oh, I was going to say at the beginning, like the very, very beginning of October, we had all gotten into like the Halloween spirit really early. So we're supposed to go to this corn maze. So we all got dressed up. Like I put on red lipstick, which I've never worn before. I own like 4 different types of red lipstick, but never wear any of them. And then did like full eye makeup to make me look like a bird. So feathers all over my face and huge feather eyelashes because I used to be a cosmetologist, so I have like all these freaky eyelashes. But we started driving and realized that the corn maze wasn't open yet and it was too early and we were already out. So then we went to a sit-down restaurant and I'm in full Halloween makeup.
That's funny. And that's even funnier that it was the beginning of October, not like near-ish of Halloween time and stuff. That's funny.
Oh my God. It was so like we went to this like sit down Mexican restaurant and the guy's like taking our order and I'm like, hi.
I'm a bird.
Every time I blink, my eyes flutter because they were just like heavy eyelashes.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, because I mean, those long eyelashes, especially if they have like a little bit of color to them, those are pretty distracting and everything. So I bet that was quite eye-catching.
Yeah, well, they were like solid black feather eyelashes that went out to like here. So they were like,
oh my gosh,
they were big. Like they took forever to get on, and every time I blinked, like my everything fluttered.
Like my eyelashes feel so heavy. And it looks like Natalia is feeding her cat, which I'm surprised, by the way, that is not meowing in the background. I feel like usually her cat's always talking somehow, but
for sure Moon was gonna come and sit up on my lap at one point, and I got mad because I'm like, oh, I should have put his pumpkin outfit on. But
that's cute.
Have you seen his pumpkin outfit?
I don't think so.
Hold on, I have a photo of him in his pumpkin outfit. Weird pumpkins, I put him in it.
While Mandy's looking for her photo and while Natalia's feeding her cat, does anyone have any horror movies or shows that you're like dying to watch before Halloween's here? Oh, let me see the cat.
Kitty.
Oh.
In his little pumpkin outfit. It was actually originally my parents' dog. But she passed away, and so I had the little pumpkin outfit. I'm like, well, Moon's about the same size.
Well, I'm gonna use this. I mean, can't have it go to waste. That's a cute little outfit right there.
He didn't like it at first, but now he you put it on him and he doesn't care. Kind of fun.
Man, I feel like my dogs or cat, if they had, or they're ever at my parents' house, if they had put on any outfit like that, they'd be like bucking broncos of trying to get out of them, I swear.
Everyone says, all the you guys like the Moon.
What's Train to Busan? Is that like a scary movie or what kind of?
Train to Busan? I don't know. Has anyone watched the sort of new It movie? I love that movie.
Sort of new It movie.
It's new, but it came out last year. It's so good.
Oh, then the new It movie. Okay, I didn't know if you meant like a sequel to that. I was like, but that should come out next year.
Yeah,
no, that's so good. That was one of my favorite movies last year. I saw that in theaters twice. It was so good.
I saw it the first time with in IMAX, and we made the mistake of sitting right next to the giant speakers. When things got intense, I literally just went like this because it hurt my ears so much. It was so loud. So the second time I watched it, I think I actually enjoyed it more because I was able to not cover my ears.
Yeah. To where the jump scares, it wasn't like you were jumping from the sound right there. You were jumping actually from the movie. No, I had seen that on a date with this one guy the second time I had seen it in theaters, and we were eating as we were watching because it was one of those sit down dinner.
Oh yeah!
And so that was a lot of fun, but it was so funny because I knew when the jump scares were going to happen, and right whenever one was like about to happen, the waiters would pop out. And we would see them coming, and the guy who I was with, he jumped at the waiters coming. That was so funny. I think we're scared by the waiters popping out at random points, not the movie.
Oh my God, that's great. Funny. That's what I would do. Like I went to a haunted house recently, and it's a hardcore haunted house. Like they don't let kids in because it's that scary. The first thing we went in, it had poles to kind of guide you so you can only walk one way. And I was so worked up, and there was a fog machine. So I'm walking, and then I hit a corner. I didn't know it was a corner. I thought it was a person or a monster. I screamed. And I'm like, oh, it's just the pole. Oh, I'm good.
You're like, it's no one. It's not a ghost. It's not a scary person dressed up. It's just not anything.
That's all.
Have you guys been, since you were talking about horror movies, it's not a horror movie, but have you been watching the new Sabrina on Netflix? It is so good.
Yeah, everyone's been saying good things about it.
Yeah,
I watched
I'm
the
loving
first
it.
episode. I liked it, but I don't know. For some reason, I wasn't like as hooked into it like how I thought I was going to be. But I think it's because I had just got done watching Haunting of Hill House, and I was like addicted to that one. So I feel like it was the trap of you can't really get hooked on something after you watch something so awesome. It's kind of hard. So I think I might wait a little bit to watch Sabrina because I do want to watch that. And I saw that it was good. I just wasn't as hooked as what I thought it was going to be.
Is the Haunting of Hill House really, really scary? Like, how scary is it? Because I'm a wuss.
Well, okay, are you a wimp when it comes to horror?
I mean, I've never seen a real horror movie ever, so I'd say yes.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
That's so surprising.
Yeah, I don't like being scared at all. I really don't.
Then you might be scared, but it's more so like this family drama that takes place in spooky settings and stuff. Like things that are scary happen, but I wasn't really so much scared in this. I was more so tense, and I was more so like going, ooh, that was really cool. But I like this type of stuff. So, but you love the characters so bad. I feel like we were just talking about it, Mandy. I feel like we liked it because the characters were just so awesome. And this show is so good with their character development. It's like almost kind of masterful, I feel like, because the shots of how they do things. Like there's this one episode of where they have a continuous shot that goes on for, I swear, like 15 minutes. And everyone's talking about online. It's not like just me. It's like other people are saying that goes on for like around 15, 12 minutes or so. And that's like a thing that they try to do really well. And it's not like just in a room. It's like they are going and they are moving. It's like from room to, it's really cool of how they do everything. Anyway, I can talk about that show all day. But no, Sabrina, I do want to watch Sabrina and get into that though. Have you finished that?
No, not yet. I think I'm on episode 6, maybe.
Okay.
I like it because it continually is surprising me. Like, I think that the characters are going to be like going to do one thing and then they don't. And I think it's really nice because so many shows, it's like, oh, this is either a really good character or this is a really evil character. But yeah, like the characters are constantly surprising me. And I really like that about the show. So I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I do like how characters won't be a stereotypical thing or something. I do like it whenever there's a little bit more to them that you weren't expecting, like how you had said.
Yeah.
Let's see what I'm trying to like see.
Patrick says for his top 5: Hellraiser 2, Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Crow, Event Horizon, and The Exorcist.
Exorcist.
Paranormal. Like, I love murder stuff. That's gonna make me sound so awful. Like, I grew up again. That makes me sound awful. In my teenage years, I would watch the ID Network all the time. I loved murder like shows and like different things like that. But God forbid I watch anything paranormal. I am left home alone way too often in a creaky house for that stuff. Like, for whatever reason, my friend was like, watch The Fourth Kind. Watch The Fourth Kind. I'm like, okay.
I've never seen that. I've heard it's so scary.
It scared the living daylights out of me. I could not sleep. I couldn't do it. And this is the type of parents I have. So after I watched The Unborn, I watched it with a friend, and me and her went upstairs into my room, and we're like talking about it. And then all of a sudden, the lights in my room go off, and we go screaming, running down the stairs. My parents had gone into the basement and turned off the power in my room. And then another movie we had watched, we watched another scary movie. Then we went into the basement and we're talking about how we're going to film our own paranormal activities. And I was really into filming stuff. So we had this camera set up on the floor and we were talking to it. And I'm just kneeling on the floor like this, talking to it. And all of a sudden in the background, you see my mom's hand reach around and turn off the light switch.
Oh, that's funny.
My friend cuddle against each other and scream. And it's all caught on film and it's absolutely ridiculous.
You'll have to share that on your channel, Mandy, so that way we can witness your fear.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Because I'm wearing, I look ridiculous. Our hair's in weird braids, and I'm in, a tie-dye t-shirt. And I'm like, oh, God, what was I thinking?
Well, I do want to get back to our sprints, but I did real quick, since we're talking about paranormal, I did real quick want to ask, has anyone ever played with a Ouija board?
Oh,
or ever wanted to?
No.
I have.
Oh, my gosh. I would be freaking out.
No, it was really uncomfortable, so we got rid of it after the first time using it.
Okay. Did you say goodbye?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. They really freaked me out, so we only used it once, and my mom was like, "We're not having that in this house," so we got rid of it.
It's so creepy. My mom said she used one, and it said that she was gonna marry a Mark, which she did, and she was gonna have 2 kids, which she did, and then she was gonna die at 60-something of a car crash. So to be determined. I'll keep you guys updated.
Oh my gosh.
What age was that?
This was when she was a teenager.
No, what age did they say that was going to happen?
Oh, I'd have to ask my mom. It was 60-something though.
Maybe you shouldn't ask, so that way you're not really scared or something.
I know, that whole time when she's that age, I refuse to drive with her.
Yeah, no kidding. It'd be like, no, I'm good. I'll just let you drive alone.
I'm all set.
Yeah, I don't know. I love paranormal stuff, but I love paranormal stuff enough to know that I am respecting not to play with the Ouija board because I'm not touching that stuff.
Every time I even see anything with you know how they'll have little purses with a Ouija board on it or a t-shirt, I'm like, nope. No, I'm good.
You people are fearless. I wouldn't even have something that somewhat even resembles that, but that's just me. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I believe you. I believe you, sweetie. Sorry, I'm not addressing people's names, so they're probably going, what are you talking about? JJ, I don't know how you could do it. I just don't know how you can play with the Ouija board. That would freak me out all day long.
Oh yeah, tarot cards are different. I've had my aunt reads tarot cards. I've had my palm read. I'm gonna be married once. Hopefully she didn't specify anything about divorce, so if I get divorced,
if you can hear me.
Oh, he already knows about this. And I can't remember if she said I was gonna have 2 or 3 kids. But
interesting.
Yeah. So I wish I paid better attention.
Yeah, I think tarot cards are really cool. I've always wanted to get a set of my own, and I would definitely want it to be where I had sage to clean the cards because I think it's to where it's ready for you. I think you're even, Natalia, am I wrong? Are you even supposed to use sage to cleanse the cards, even if you change people if it's their turn, you have to clean it?
I feel like it really depends on the person that is reading the tarot cards because some people won't even let anybody else touch their cards. Some people will draw for others because they don't want, it's the belief that kind of the energy of whoever is touching the cards is influencing the pulls that you're getting. So some readers don't even let people touch them. That's kind of how I am. I only read for myself. So I cleansed, like you said, with sage. I cleansed my cards with sage the very first time I used them. And then I keep them in a little pouch that has also been saged. And then I use tiny tumbled amethyst within the pouch. But, because I'm not somebody that draws for other people, I'm not sure. But sage is definitely a method that you could use to cleanse them.
Yeah, the amethyst I hadn't heard of before. And I think you would be good on having that in storage for you at home.
Yes.
Okay, well, did you guys want to, sorry if we kind of did a rant of the paranormal, but that was a lot of fun to talk about. Did you guys want to do another writing sprint that would be maybe 15 or 20? Are you guys wanting to do a little bit shorter than we did last time, or did you like having it be a little bit longer?
I think I vote for 20 because I need time to like read a passage in this book and then do something with it. So my vote is for 20 minutes.
Okay, that sounds cool.
I'm up for anything. I'm just putting the PSA out there that YouTube is being weird and I can no longer see the chat. So if you guys are trying to talk to me, like I can talk to you guys here in the Google chat, but not in like the comments.
Oh no, well, we totally lost Mandy.
Uh-oh. So maybe it was just her internet connection.
Yeah, I guess so. Do I need to send her another like link or whatever?
Yeah, you could like send it through Twitter or something.
Yeah, let me get the link real quick. Or maybe, let me see. That was so weird.
Oh, she's back. Hi, welcome back.
Oh my gosh, she just ghosted us for our Halloween edition of writing.
So weird. I'm like talking about it and then I just went, I'm like, well, at least they know I was having trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, that was interesting. Well, we'll see if you still continue to stay with us for the rest of our writing.
Is there two of me for you guys?
Yeah, there is.
Okay, maybe the other me will go away after a while.
Okay, so it looks like people are saying 20 is good for them too. No, and Patrick lost his connection too. I hope that it's going. I hope the connection's good with everybody.
I hope it wasn't my fault.
Helandia is unfriended good. I've heard good and bad things about that movie, and I don't know.
I've heard more bad than good.
See, I've heard like it sucks and don't waste your time, and I've heard people say it's actually surprisingly like good and decent and stuff. And so I'm curious because I want to kind of watch a couple more scary movies before the end of the year. But anyway, all right. So let's try and do 20 minutes. And by the way, I think I've given up on my mini ears because my head hurts, and I don't want my head to hurt. Well,
yeah, they can give you a headache.
Yeah, I forgot. It's been a while since I've worn these. I think I might get new ears for whenever I go to a Disney park that are not so just like, it just hurts. So I'm not going to be
for kids either.
Yeah, I mean, that's really tight on their heads. Okay, here's my timer. Okay, so 20 minutes and 5 seconds to make sure that the timer is going. So, okay, so ready, set, start. And you see it's going. So it's on. And Natalia, feel free to do your music again because I liked it.
Alrighty.
You guys hear it? Alrighty. There were a couple times of where the music was funny because it was just like all of a sudden, yeah. And it made me chuckle every now and then. Well, anyway, how'd you all do? Did you guys get any productivity done?
Yeah, I got 2 beats kind of figured out. So I got the theme stated beat and the setup beat figured out.
That just makes me excited to read that book.
Oh, I hope so. I'm excited about it. This will be, I mean, I kind of feel like each new book I write, I'm learning something new, like I'm tackling a new weakness or a new problem that I have in my writing. So I'm excited to see what this one will teach me.
Natalia, do you mind if I ask you if you were able to look over what the beats say? Because I have the beats written down from the screenwriter's beats. And I'm curious if they're the same or if some of them are different. Is that horrible that I'm doing this over?
No, let me read them real quick.
And you guys, I hope you all did good. It looks like some of y'all got like, oh wow, Geneva got 742 words done.
Bye, Tori.
Oh, bye, Tori. You have a good night.
Bye-bye.
I'm so happy that all these people were able to make this write-in. This has been really fun.
Okay, so do you want those beeps?
Yes.
All right, so we have opening image, theme stated, setup, catalyst, and debate. And then that takes us into Act 2. So you have the break into Act 2, the B story, fun and games, the midpoint, bad guys close in, all is lost, dark night of the soul, and that takes you into Act 3, and then you have the break into 3, the finale, and the final image.
Yep, that's the same.
Okay, cool.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that there's probably more to those beats, like written about those beats of like, I'm sure there are lots of things that are altered so that way it fits more of the novel basis type of way of doing things.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have to read.
I'm curious if the beats would be different or not.
Yeah, so they're all the same.
So at least we kind of have an idea of that, but I still do want to pick up that book. And is there an audiobook version of that?
I think so. I think I heard somebody talk about that.
I can check right now because I have a subscription to Scribd. Hold on.
Yeah, for whenever it's like a nonfiction book, I always find myself gravitating so much more to the audiobook version of nonfiction type books.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like whenever I'm wanting to read fiction. And whenever I'm listening to audiobooks, I do listen to audiobooks that are fiction, but I find it so fun and easy to listen to something that's educational whenever I'm listening to something that's an audio version.
Oh, see, I'm the opposite. I love doing audiobooks if they're like fiction. And I have yet to try a nonfiction audiobook because I like to write in the margins and dog ear stuff and do everything that makes people cringe. So the original on another note, the original Save the Cat is an audiobook. So I imagine that the new one probably is going to be one, just isn't.
Especially since it's such a big hit too as well. So I bet that will happen. So I'll wait for that.
It's also an audiobook in case you're wondering.
Say what? I missed part of it.
Flat the Cat is an audiobook.
Wait, what?
I put in Save the Cat, and so Save the Cat came up, and then the Cat in the Hat, and Pete and the Cat, and the Cat.
I guess I can hear parts of that. I like how Dr. Seuss is able to be listened to on audiobook. That'd be a really quick couple audiobooks right there to listen.
I know. I can really get through my Goodreads. Oh, wait, what's this? Hold on. I found it. It is already an audiobook.
Really?
Yeah, and it's narrated by the author as well.
I don't love it when books are narrated by the authors. I just feel like it has a lot more personal stuff going on with it too. Like On Writing, I haven't read On Writing, but I've listened to On Writing by Stephen King probably like 5 or 6 times, honestly. And I love him narrating that. Like, he's the one who does it, and I love that he does it.
I didn't know it was an audiobook. I'll have to listen to it.
Yeah, maybe that's how you could get into nonfiction audiobooks, because he is
read it too, so.
Yeah, and since you have already read it, I feel like if you've never gotten into audiobooks before, I would try getting into it by listening to something that you already know what's going to happen, whether that be you are listening to a book that has been adapted into a movie or something, so you kind of are able to follow things better. Because if you're not used to audiobooks, sometimes it is hard to keep up with the story. You know what I mean? Because it's just kind of like, wait, I got distracted. I'm not used to doing this and stuff. So
I did that because the first audiobook I listened to was the book by Alexandra Bracken.
Was it Darkest Minds?
Yes, the whole Darkest Minds series I listened to on audiobook. And that's a big book to like listen to.
Yeah.
And there were some parts where I zoned out where I'm like, oh, what happened?
I have to be really particular of what audiobooks I listen to, because fantasy books, it is really hard to keep up with, because they'll go into like such detail of like world building stuff to where I'm just like, you've lost me. I have to rewind over and over and over. Like the Falling Kingdom series, there's a lot of info dumps too as well, and parts of that. And there were times where it was like, I swear I've hit rewind 15 times. I just can't listen to this on audiobook. Yeah. It's really good, and I know I want to eventually physically read it, but audiobook wise, I'm like, I just can't.
Yeah, that happened to Greg and I with Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. So
good.
Yeah, it's so good. And I read it. Like, I have the physical book, but Greg really likes audiobooks. Mm-hmm. So we have started Strange the Dreamer probably 4 or 5 times on audiobook, but we have not been able to get past like 1 or 2 chapters, because she has very beautiful writing, but it's kind of dense too.
It doesn't translate well into audiobook, probably.
Yeah, it's a little bit difficult to like follow her train of thought as she's moving through.
With her style, that would be hard to keep up with.
Yeah, and maybe like if we were able to get through the first few chapters, then it would get rolling. But every time, it's like we just drift off and are thinking about different things and forget what's going on. So it's been really tough. So I get where you're coming from with that.
I recommend, if anyone is wanting to listen to an audiobook that is fiction and that is so good, The Diviners. The narrator for The Diviners is superb. I forget that it's one woman who's doing all of the narration for so many different characters. She does accents too. Like, she has Southern accents. She does old man accents. She does old lady accents. She does Chinese. I mean, she does it all. I am like astounded by how good she is with her narration. Oh, I love her.
The Diviners, is it?
Yeah, The Diviners, and it's really a good book too. I'm listening to the second audiobook, and it's like I always find myself just like being so into it to where it's hard for my mind to leave the book, which is really hard with audiobooks. So I find that that's a really good series to listen to.
I tried listening to The Girl on the Train because I have the book, but I'm like, I need something to listen to while I'm on my way to work. And so I started listening to it, and it like the story itself is like really good, but the narrator is British. I'm like, oh God, I can't concentrate because her accent is British, and I get distracted by British accents. I'm like, I can't do this.
See, either I can be hooked because of their British accent, or it could deter me from keeping up because of their British accent. I guess it just depends on like how their dialect is or whatever. But yay, I'm glad that everyone's having a really good time tonight. Oh, so you have the physical book. What? I'm so sorry, SM Bish. I forgot what you said to call you. I feel bad now.
Shawnee.
Shawnee. Okay, yeah. No, I would like to pick up the physical book of On Writing so that way I can do what Mandy does and make notes on the pages and stuff because I love that book. So I would want that for eventually being able to hold one day. Ooh, World War Z. I've wanted to pick that up before, Ryan. I hope that's really good to listen to. It sounds like you're saying it's great. Mark Hamill. Oh my gosh, I did not know that he was doing narration for that. That's really cool. Anyone love Mark Hamill as the Joker's voice in the animation of Batman series? I watched the animated series whenever I was a kid, and his voice is so good. I love Mark Hamill's Joker voice. But
sorry guys if I seem distracted tonight. I'm like so into outlining that I keep like going over here and typing things and then listening and then typing and then listening.
I'm enjoying like some of your facial expressions while wearing your Pikachu ears. It's really cute. Like you were just kind of going like this really fast, and I was like, with her ears, it's adorable.
Sometimes when I watch back over our live streams, I'm surprised by how much expression crosses my face when I'm talking to you guys. It makes me laugh too.
I don't watch back our live streams. No. I don't do that.
I do before. I sometimes do before we're doing another live stream, just to be like going, why did you say that, Brooke? That was stupid or something. Just be like, don't repeat what this I did.
Don't do what you did last time.
Yeah, I do. I watch it to improve upon pretty much. I feel like this time I feel like I've done a really bad job hosting because I've just been kind of like out of the hosting vibes and stuff. So I'm not used to it, but I feel like it's getting back on track kind of. But at first I felt like it was bad.
Did you miss a month or something? Like,
well, it was like August we kind of skipped over, and then we had it to where Natalia did the beginning of September, and then we did the end of September. Is that what we did?
I think so.
Yeah, so it's been a while. But oh well.
We're making up for it in November. Oh, yeah, I guess on that note, we should remind people the dates, right?
Oh, yeah.
Let's do that.
And by the way, to Buggy, I really liked the toothpaste thing. That was really funny. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that, yeah, so as far as the dates, so the first one, guys, is going to be on my channel, and that is on November 1st. And I want to say that it's at the exact same time, right? 7 p.m. Central Standard?
It's at 6.
Okay, sorry.
Today for 7 o'clock, so that way we could give ourselves time to do makeup and stuff for tonight. So that's kind of the main reason why the timing is different.
Okay, so Thursday, November 1st for like kicking off NaNoWriMo at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
And then the second one is on my channel, November 11th at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. And so that will be the midpoint, more or less, of NaNoWriMo. And then Brooke.
Yes, I am doing the last day of NaNoWriMo, which, of course, is November 30th. And that will be at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So anyone who is needing to catch up, we are here for you because we'll probably be catching up with word count, too, most likely.
Oh, good. And that's a Friday, too, so we can stay up till bedtime.
I'm really stoked that it's on a Friday. I feel like that will get a lot done. But I don't know. Natalia might be really tired because I feel like Natalia gets super tired fast.
I get tired. I get hungry. I start to like fade away and not say things. I get so problematic.
Like, you're feeling like really peppy. Maybe it's Pikachu spirit vibes.
It probably is. Plus, Greg went out to our favorite restaurant with his friend, and he's going to bring me food back. So I'm super excited for that. He's bringing me like cauliflower wings and a chocolate shake, and I'm extremely excited. So I just stay away from
of Natalia after our live streams, she's either about to fall asleep or she's eating something, usually after the live streams are done. It's really funny.
One or the other. That's what I'm always doing. And it's crazy because you guys are at a later time than I am. Like it's only 8 p.m. where I'm at now.
You grandma.
I know.
It's
I am. Yeah, I am such a grandma. Mandy stays up late. You stay up late.
I'm not gonna lie though, I'm like totally ready for bed. Like actually no, I was ready for bed the moment I got home from work.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have to film a bunch of YouTube videos and then do a live stream. I'm like, why did I do this to me?
Why?
Well, we appreciate your dedication, Mandy.
Anytime.
Well, it sounds like we're all getting pretty tired. I don't know if anyone's wanting to do like a mini writing sprint. I don't know. Or if we're all good to just call it quits for the night. Whatever's fine with me.
Mandy wants to go to bed.
Okay. Yeah, we can wrap it up.
Well, so on Tuesdays, I work even farther away. So that means I have to wake up slightly earlier to get
Well, I feel like lots of people are probably like, yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm fine. But hey, by the way, I forgot to mention, did anyone use the word of the day, eerie, in their writing?
I did not.
I didn't.
Dang it.
I forgot to. Like, whenever it was the last sprint that we just did, I was typing. I was like, oh, there were several moments where I could have used eerie, and then I just didn't because I forget about the word of the day. But
I forget all the time, too.
I don't think I've used the word of the day once.
Not at all.
I'm proud of people whenever they do use the word of the day. I'm like, at least someone's trying to stay with it. Yeah, it looks like people are like, nope. But okay, so I feel like we're all getting kind of tired. Pikachu has to go take a nap, and the Hogwarts student has to get ready for school in the morning. So,
oh, geez, gotta practice my skills.
All right. Well, I feel like that we're good to go. Anyone else got to say anything before we get off?
Well, just you guys prep for Nano because it's coming on Thursday.
I know.
Yep. Everyone, good luck with your WIP because we're all going to need it because, hey, that's a lot. So anyway, but yeah, I feel like that's good. Good night, Patrick. You have a good one.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Yeah, this has been fun, everybody. So, okay, so we're going to be leaving in 3, 2, 1. Goodbye. Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.